Hello friends, this is Thaddeus from Going Nerdy, and today we are going to be talking about the latest Star Wars Rebels trailer. And I'm going to be speculating wildly based on my own data and my own experience and my own knowledge of the canon and my own knowledge of Star Wars Rebels, what we are going to be seeing and what the shots in this trailer mean. Now, just jumping right in, the trailer is 2 minutes and 35 seconds long. The first full minute is just a recap of the first 4 seasons. There's only about a minute of actual footage from the future of these next 7 episodes, which does make for an interesting trailer. Why did they decide to put a minute and 25 seconds worth of footage that didn't have anything to do with what's coming up? And I think they're building on that emotional connection. This is a family, and what happens when someone in the family dies? What I think, based on the information here, and like I said, they have chosen to only show about a minute, maybe even 40 seconds worth of new footage for the next 7 episodes. We know there's 7 episodes, and we know that they will launch on February 19th, and they will end on March 5th with a 1.5 hour season finale, right? So what that means is in 3 weeks time we have to have 7 episodes. So what that's going to tell us is each week we're going to get 2 episodes, so a story arc of sorts, building up to that final episode. So the first 2 are called Jedi Knight and Doom, D-U-M-E, which is Caleb Doom, also known as Kanan Jarrus. Jedi Knight, the description reads, the Ghost crew infiltrates the Imperial headquarters on Lothal to save one of their own. They're saving Hera. We know Hera survives. Kanan murders 2 guards to save her. Now this is interesting. What is he willing to do to save the woman he loved, right? There's a really cool comparison to Anakin. What is Anakin willing to do to save the woman that he loves? I don't know. I think that's something that we could see play out. Now, the second episode, Doom, reeling from a devastating loss, the Ghost crew rallies together to find new purpose and resolve. We know Hera survives. We know Chopper survives. We know Rex survives. Do we know whether or not Ezra will survive? Now, because the title is Doom, D-U-M-E, again, that's not a coincidence that D-U-M-E sounds like D-O-O-M. Someone is going to die at the end of Jedi Knight. Okay? Who is that someone going to be? Or they're leading us to believe that it's going to be Kanan. It's going to be Kanan Jarrus. For the casual observer, if you did not know that his last name or his real name was Caleb Doom, they've only said it a couple of times, this is going to come as a shock. It's going to be powerful. And it's going to be a great moment because not enough Star Wars characters die. Rose and Finn, but not enough Star Wars characters die. This is going to fuel Ezra. If it is Caleb Doom or Kanan Jarrus that dies, Ezra Bridger is going to lash out.
Is it wrong for me to protect my friends?
How did I choose to win? The question is.
That has been a point of view that has been very important in this series so far. Are we going to see Kanan die and his Padawan use more of a dark side? Is he going to make the full switch to the dark side? We don't know. What we do know is that Ezra is then confronted by Emperor Palpatine, right? So, does Ezra become an apprentice? Does Palpatine try and fail to get Ezra to become an apprentice? And then does someone else maybe swoop in? Do we get our first inklings of Snoke in the Imperial Age? I don't know. That would be really cool, but we're not sure. I think that it won't. I think that at least if it does, it won't here. Wolves at the Door is going to be something that takes place on Lothal. A World Between Worlds is going to be something that takes place in the Jedi Temple. We know that the Empire has something and an important part, an important role to play in the temple on Lothal, the Jedi Temple on Lothal. They want something there. I'm not sure what, but I'm sure that it's not good. And I'm excited to see what it ends up being. A Fool's Hope, Family Reunion and Farewell Part 1, Family Reunion and Farewell Part 2. Now, A Fool's Hope, some of my favorite characters are back. We're going to see Hondo Onaka, very excited to see him. Admiral Price gets abducted. Really cool to see that. My money is on that Price dies. We also know, guys, we know that Ahsoka Tano is going to make it. We know that she's going to live. Showrunner Dave Filoni came out a couple of, I think it was like last year before the show came out, and it was at the Disney convention, and he had a shirt that said "Ahsoka lives?" ? And then halfway through he went out and changed and to a shirt that says "Ahsoka lives!" ! Now originally I thought it was quotation lives, right? But it's not. It's Ahsoka lives. Now clearly this is leading us to believe that this last part, we're not going to see Ahsoka until the final 3 episodes. Where has she been? What has she been doing? And is she living in the sense that she's one with the living force? Or is she living in the sense that she is actually alive and she's been hiding out in the Sith Temple? We did see a moment of the Sith Temple in this video. Now I'm curious to know if there's a reason for that. And of course there's a reason for that. I am really curious as to what this is going to show. Now, I don't think that we're going to see anything with Mandalorians. I think the Mandalorian event is over. Now, it could be that Sabine is a character that dies. Maybe it's not. It could be that Zeb is a character that dies. He is a likely character to die. We definitely see him fighting between a number of different, we see him fighting Rook, and he looks like he's getting his butt kicked. What's so fascinating about this is what they're not showing us. They choose to show Kanan throughout the beginning part. Then we see Kanan rescuing Hera, but then we don't see him in anything else. We do see Zeb survive, or we see Zeb with Hera in the room, so it makes me think that we're going to see that Kanan's the one that dies. But is that misdirection? Could it be misdirection, or could it be something more? Could it be something else? But I've got to say, guys, the most exciting thing, the coolest moment of this entire freaking clip, this 2.5 minutes, is this scene on Mortis, right? It's this mural. And for those of you who don't remember, the mural of Mortis, or Mortis was a story arc where Anakin realized that he was the chosen one. Right? It said, Anakin, you're the chosen one, so on and so forth. And when they left the planet, he forgot everything conveniently. But what it is, it's the father, the son, and this daughter. Now, the father is the balance. The son represents evil. The daughter represents light. It is a powerful, powerful story arc. And Ahsoka has a connection to the daughter. Ahsoka has a connection to this little bird, this little Pidgeywidgeon, and whatever it's called. And I honestly think that this is a connection, that this is foreshadowing clearly that we're going to see Ahsoka. She is coming back, but in what form? The coloration of the bird that we saw earlier in the video is the same coloration of the girl in the video, or the daughter of on the planet Mortis. Could it be that? Could it not? I don't know. What's also interesting about this is there's a deleted scene from Mortis that introduces us to, I believe, Revan. Could they introduce Revan in this? I don't know. That would be cool. That would be awesome. I don't know, but be prepared for the second episode of the second story arc to be just real trippy, because it's going to have a lot of stuff. And my suggestion is that you go back and you watch the Mortis episode. I know that I'm going to, and I'm very excited to do it. Leave a comment in the section below. Like, subscribe, share. Let me know what you are excited for about Rebels. I know that some of you are just excited for it to end, and I can understand that. I don't agree, but I am excited to see how the story concludes and how the story wraps up. I'll go back from the beginning and watch it afterwards, knowing everything that I know now, and do a real breakdown of the story arc. And guys, I'm really excited. I love when a show ends like this, simply because there's a conclusion, there's a wrap up, and I hope that it's a good one. I hope that they do these characters justice. I don't know. Leave a comment in the section below. Like, subscribe, share this video. Let me know what you think, guys. This has been Thaddeus from Going Nerdy, and as always, my friends, stay nerdy.